Yarborough's trying to pass. They're in deep trouble. Cale Yarborough's over the wall. He never even touched the guardrails. He sailed down that 40-foot slope. That car he so carefully put together lies at the bottom of a hill, 100 feet outside the guardrail.
Difference. Let's go back 1965. Cale Yarborough. Watch him. Over the wall.
So we tangled just a little bit, and my car got completely airborne. It just went up in there, over his car, completely over the guardrail. Didn't even touch the guardrail now, and it's about 30 feet, 25 or 30 feet down that embankment on the other side.
Well, Dale Earnhardt has gone out in front, but it has not been without incident here. Let's take a look at how he did it back in lap number 72. There you see Bodine in the 5. He gets trapped on a slow car. And as he gets trapped in the slow, Earnhardt just drives around in the dirt.
Goes through the dirt.
Let's take another look in the dirt and what happened here. Another vantage point. You see the slow car, and Bodine is caught, and down to the inside goes Earnhardt in the number 3. That's a little shortcut there, and he goes out in front.
They're very, very sticky. Would pick up gravel, and subsequently in the race he might have a cut tire. He might have a flat. They've been having problems, Jack told me, all week with cars going back from the pits to the garage and getting flats back there, so Bodine may be at some risk.
And look at this. Bodine loses it and gets into the barrier. Geoff Bodine smacks that wall good, and he unhooks in the cockpit as he exits. Geoff Bodine's run for the $200,000 has come to an end.
Well, as we saw Al Unser Sr. have a flat, and we had considered the possibility that Bodine's earlier off course.
He's getting back in, Sam.
Yeah, he looked at his tire, his right rear tire, which he may have suspected had gone down on him. I think he inspected it and it was okay. Now he's trying to get it to start, but it's flooded.
Here is the accident that set up the yellow. Watch Bodine as he makes his turn in a very fast section of the course, loses the back end, slides all the way across and catches the barrier with the right side of the car.
Andy Farr impacts the wall coming out of turn number 4.
Now, we talk just like we saw yesterday. You worry about a driver mistake, a mental error. But yesterday we saw a mechanical problem that caused the big one.
Right. Johnny Sauter running fourth, cut down a tire. Treble, turn 1. Hard, a car in the wall. And spinning down to the bottom. It's going to be 10 or more cars involved. Johnny Benson. Here they come to the flag, and everybody pretty much out of the throttle. Mayhem in turn 1.
Some kind of idea about what happens here.
Darrell, I believe the 12 car, Ryan Newman, looks like he was out of shape, maybe starting to get loose by himself.
And Newman almost flipped over.
Remember, he had that hard crash at Daytona where he got on his roof at back in February.
I can't imagine that there wasn't some sort of contact that started that, because that looked so violent. Man, that car was almost on its top right there. It hit that wall a ton.
Rusty Wallace, his teammate, the 2 cars involved.
As they come through, watch for the last 2 cars, which I believe, there's Earnhardt Jr. up high getting through with Schrader and Tony Raines. Jr. and Raines are the last 2 to get through from Rusty Wallace.
That was Ryan Newman's tire right there bouncing over the fence.
Bobby Hamilton has impressed us all with his strategy, stuck to his game plan, and now here he is getting ready to battle for the win at Daytona.
Got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Whoa, problems early on. saw Chad Chaffin get spun around and upside down. Chaffin back onto his wheels. And we were on board with Dennis Setzer.
Looks like bump drafting might be. Yeah, Dennis gave him a little shot. Wow.
Wow, completely over. Here goes Terry. Boy, Terry had a wild ride through the grass.
Bam, Dennis right there. Give him a little shot in the back and turn Chad's truck around and over, by the way.
Wow, what a view that was.
And hit on the left front wheel, so I'm sure some suspension damage to that. Ray?
Here they are coming off turn number 2. See, Dennis is going to get in the back of Chad. You see Chad, it pushes him a little bit sideways. Then Dennis actually turns him around after Chad comes back to the bottom of the racetrack, and way up in the air he goes.
Here comes Terry Cook joining him for a slide through the grass.
It's like Robert Huffman might have gotten the back of Terry Cook. I see some damage to the front of that truck.
Oh, and it was a pileup behind him.
Yeah, once that bump drafting started going crazy, then they just bunched up from behind. Rudiman had nowhere to go, bumped into the 46. Just a good idea gone bad when the bump drafting that they were doing on the back straightaway knocked the 30 truck sideways.
We ride along with Dennis Setzer.
Bam, just hit him and got it wiggling. Now I bet you Dennis has hit somebody like that all night long and the truck never moved.
You see, he looks like he hits him pretty square, but it looks like his bumper rides up underneath the back bumper of Chad Chaffin, and that may be why it turned him around. It might have picked the rear wheels off the ground, Michael. And then all 4 wheels were off the ground.
Yeah, it definitely eventually picked them off, didn't
it? Chad Chaffin had take a look at the number 30.
Just a couple of laps from having a shot at winning at Daytona, and then wound up flipping out.
Racing career.
Well, his day was cut a little bit short, but it's still all smiles down here. Ricky Carmichael, unfortunate circumstance what happened, but were you able to learn about anything?
Wendy, we've got a problem. The 99 of Ricky Stenhouse almost up in the air. Almost over is the 99 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. This could be the end of the run for the championship.
Boy, the right rear tire is gone on that car. We didn't see exactly what started this. We're hearing that he blew the right rear tire, which is what started this. And what a,
when you come to Talladega, you could be involved in something that will end your day early.
There he is right there, right behind. The right rear tire went down. Justin Lofton had nowhere to go. Look how high that car gets up in the air, and it comes right back down when the roof flaps deploy.
Roof flaps have saved a lot of cars from being upside down in our sport.
You see the debris right there. The tire already went down. Justin Laughlin was having a great race. He had nowhere to go. He has a lot of damage, but unfortunately, this is the one these guys circled at the beginning of the year. Let's see if we can get by this race without having something go wrong like this. And unfortunately for Ricky Stenhouse, he did not get by this race without having a problem. Look at that car get up in the air. The left front corner, the only thing remaining on the ground, all 4 tires up off the ground, and then came back down.
Yeah, it was the only thing touching the ground. Take another look. There's the tire going.
So all the debris already up in the air.
There's Justin Laughlin coming by with nowhere to go. A little bit of, I'm not sure that Patrick Shelter even made any contact. Looked like he almost went underneath the rear of that Ford.
So Ricky Stenhouse Jr. slams back to the ground. Hits the inside wall.
Yeah, it looks like it's got some brakes. The front brakes are, the left front's locked up. That's almost like the throttle hung. Gosh, man, that could have been. It could have been the throttle hung pushing the front tire.
Man, look at how much it moved that guardrail, even through the tire barrier.
You can see the smoke from the front tires, like he's trying to get this car stopped, and maybe the throttle is hung partially.
Man. Yeah, those rear tires are still going hard. Yeah. Oh. Naturally, it brings up the images of Jimmy Johnson's terrible crash there in that Nationwide Series race several years back when he lost his brakes over the top of the gravel trap.
That second position away, and he will.
Hop and over! Danny Bohn! Oh my goodness!
Denny. There's the white car on the outside. Gets loose and into Priest, and the car goes up and over.
Yeah, and those open wheels with Ryan Priest, it's almost like they just locked together.
A lot of Nerf bars on these cars that should keep much of that from happening. But really, the right front just climbs the wall, Larry.
Yeah, he ran out of racetrack. There was no more room there.
That is Priest against the wall behind him. In real time.
Yeah, that's what it exactly did. It just, that right front tire, it just started climbing up the wall.
A frightening ride for Danny Bohn, and he is okay.
Toyota Series, but a big wreck on the front stretch.
Ben Kennedy slides out of line and slams the outside wall.
Still got us coming here. Just hold on, you're okay. Brakes. You okay, Ben?
His teammate Tyler Reddick also in the top 5 as we look back at what happened.
Whoa, Nemechek got loose there for some reason.
Maybe he got a push from the 84. Chris Fontaine was right behind him. Maybe Chris got into the back of Nemechek, and that turned him sideways into Ben Kennedy. It didn't look like it was a situation where Nemechek was trying to get in line. Looks like he just got loose. Look again. See how he weaved down to the inside there? With Chris Fontaine, that yellow and blue truck right behind him.
Yeah, and your truck isn't going to get loose just running through the tri-oval here. These things have a lot of downforce on them. It's stuck good there. So the way that looked, it's something made Nemechek's truck turn to the inside, and unfortunately for Ben Kennedy, there he was.
Boy, it sure has a look like maybe Chris Fontaine got into the back of that 8 truck of Nemechek, and unfortunately Ben Kennedy sure paid the price.
Paid it twice.
Yeah, that second hit was hard too.
On board with Matt Crafton.
How many times has Matt Crafton seen this kind of stuff, Phil?
Yes.
He throws to the back of the pack. And
his spotter, Eddie DeHunt, just told him it's time to be greedy.
Oh, there he goes. There we go. Here we go.
Oh, upside.
Side
on
down.
The side.
Well, AJ, that was a humdinger.